Hey everybody. It's been a pretty big week, and if you are at school today, welcome back to school. I'm not at school today, as you can see. I am still at home. I'm waiting for a form to go through Human Resources for the district. So that's why I'm still at home. And I hope you will check in to the library, the virtual library, as often as you can. This week's library has a lot of resources on how to talk about racism with kids. And it's a hard topic because people don't want to admit they're racists because that means you're a bad person. But really, it means that you have some ideas or some patterns of thought that are wrong. And you can teach yourself to not have them. And I'll tell you that the time I realized that I had to say that I was a racist because my friend had a beautiful baby and she was white and her husband was black. And she lives in Canada. She worked with me. And she went to a daycare when she was coming back to work at school. She worked at a school in Surrey too. She still does. And when she was going to take her son to daycare so she could go back to work, she had it all arranged, and when she showed up at the door, the daycare person saw her beautiful little kid and said, "We don't take kids like that here," because he wasn't white. And I didn't think things like that happened near where I lived, and that's just because they haven't happened to me. So I would encourage everybody to think about not the label that you want to apply to yourself, but how you think and act and how other people think and act. Because I knew she was telling me the truth, and there were still parts of my brain that were saying, maybe she was mistaken. Maybe, she just didn't understand what the daycare person was saying. Isn't that terrible? There was parts of my brain that were trying to argue against what was real because it wasn't my lived experience. Just remember, not everybody is like you. Not everybody is like me. And if somebody tells you something that you don't think is true because you've never noticed it or it never happened to you, that's a good time to just listen. All right, I love you guys, and hopefully I will see you soon. All of you, I miss you. And this page is full of different resources. I hope you will take a look at all of them. The Ghost Boys page the Ghost Boys picture links to our library catalog, to the page that shows the book. It is not signed out right now, an electronic book. You can sign it out and read it, and I really hope you do. The other ones are great too. If you're in grade 7 looking at this and you go, oh, those are picture books, they're too young for me, they're not too young for you. They're all really good books. So take a look at all of them. Stay safe this week and be kind and listen.